kidding him.
Nice!
Because you know how daddy,
Right on!
you know how daddy likes it.
Well, I know that if she could still walk, I don't deserve a sandwich.
That's true.
That's
true.
You did do it right.
Get your damn sandwich, bitch.
Why
Wow.
always gotta be a bitch?
Sometimes it's fun to be the one.
So what are you
What?
Well, you pegged it there.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
Back to it. It'll be an off mic conversation.
Sweet Jesus, tap dancing cries.
Oh,
yeah.
Wanna get high?
Thank you.
Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Put
And
I
we
used to-
are.
And we're back.
Dance.
Go,
dance.
Michelle. Go, Michelle.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Come on,
wiggle.
girl.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
So welcome back to Nerds, Freaks, and Geeks. We're having to regroup because Podcast Mom is dead, and we had to shoot her at the end of the last segment. We'll call that a technical snafu.
Faux pas.
Oh, oof.
Party foul.
Or big time. But enough of this gay
No,
banter.
stop!
No,
No.
go ahead, Rob.
No!
Bust it.
Listen to watch me.
You are tragically Caucasian. Oh, Rob.
Yeah. You gotta do it against the beat, okay?
Against the beat? Why do you do it against
He
the
needs
beat?
to do it with the beat.
But you just said against the beat.
I'm against the beat.
Yes, he's trying to beat the beat up.
Like I said, he's tragically Caucasian. Yes, that would make sense.
Just making sure. Just making sure we're filming. I'm all discombobulated.
Is that how it works? And we understand that you have another article to get us back on track.
Yeah, please, for the love of Christ.
We died for your sins.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, we just exploded.
What just
Michelle's happy
exploded?
now.
What just exploded?
And over.
Wow.
The Empress just fell off a chair.
Yikes.
If an ovary exploded, you was beating it up.
Damn right.
Now you're a man, huh?
That's the
Hell yeah.
Christian Grey guy, Grey.
Huh?
What?
That's the guy that's playing Christian Grey.
Yes.
I don't really care about
Yes,
50
you
Shades
do.
of Grey.
Obviously you do.
I know, I care about him. I don't care about 50 Shades of Grey.
No.
The stuff I read makes 50 Shades of Grey look like Wizard of Oz.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
Alright, so let's talk about Screw Magazine again. Wait a minute, what was it? Wait, what?
That makes us, the stuff she reads makes Screw Magazine look like Wizard of Oz.
Like what?
And then.
You have no idea.
I read adult fiction.
Adult fiction, is that what we're calling it?
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know there was
Porn
a.
is pictures. Erotica is words.
And if you can't read,
Ask
just
for it
start
by
with
name,
porn.
kids. Well, see, here's the thing.
This is gonna be good.
Anytime it starts,
Back.
here's the thing.
Watch, ready? I'm gonna really piss Michelle off now. I'm gonna do my Rush Limbaugh impression. What I'm holding in my formerly nicotine stain fingers. Shut it.
Back to the article.
There is an article that came out a little earlier. I think it was right at the beginning of this month, maybe probably within the last week actually. And housefrows all over the country are nursing broken hearts because Jamie Dornan, who is playing Christian Grey in the film adaptation of the low-rent porn series 50 Shades of Grey,
It's not.
is not going to be showing the Wrinkle Neck Mule in the movie. Sorry, ladies.
I'm sure my imagination makes it better.
So,
There's not enough imagination for him.
Dateline,
He's
November
very pretty.
3rd.
That's Dateline?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, I'm putting that in. This is from
Okay.
a site called
Cut.
The Cut, which is ironic considering.
Because he's British, I bet you he's not.
I'm saying. So the ant,
No bris for you.
yeah, the anteater is in full effect, I assume.
Yikes.
let's just
What?
let's.
I said yikes.
It's not a yikes.
It's not a yikes. Why isn't it a yikes?
It's in all its natural glory.
You like the Andy?
I don't have a
Preference.
preference.
Really?
But-
I
Yeah.
would think now, based on what I've heard, because I've never seen a film or anything where a gentleman was intact, as they say. Okay, that's a lie. I've seen many. But some say that it looks better when it's intact, and not that you can make it look any better because that particular organ is not very particularly attractive. But
Says you.
well, I realize that the DP is pretty. I mean, we've known that.
You're talking about a double penna.
No,
dwarf
dwarf
penis. For those of you who have been playing along at home.
Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Just shut up.
I mean,
All three of you, just shut up.
It's 6 of one and a half dozen of the other.
I
It's,
disagree.
It's 5 in one and half a 10 in the other.
whatever.
Why do they do that?
It doesn't. They look the same. They smell the same. I mean, really.
I don't know, but that's true.
I don't know that they look the same.
They don't. I mean, they
Smell?
don't.
Really?
but-
How do they taste? Are they different that way, or? I mean,
Do you really
They're
want me to answer that?
They're ribbed for a
Do
process.
you really want me to answer that?
Sure. We're having an open
Yeah, let's-
conversation here.
Yeah, I mean, we've
I-
already been
I'm-
we've been talking about my stepfather and I tossing it off in my room to
No.
my magazines that
I
I stole.
refuse to
from
answer
him.
that question.
We
And
should talk about
again,
the smell.
Yeah, you're the one who brought it up.
I'm just saying it's not that big a deal. I know for some women it is,
Are we
but
talking about? Are we still talking about the smell, or have we moved on to something else?
no, just them in general.
Oh,
That I know several women.
ladies, send your letters to bsscast@gmail.com.
Send your letters
Tell
to
us what you
Michelle
think.
at
no,
BSS.
no. Attention,
Attention, Michelle.
Yeah.
Attention, Empress.
Yeah,
How?
Yeah.
What you feel those questions?
Yeah. Well,
I-
that's for the.
I know
ladies.
people who
If Sean were here, he could comment.
particular
But
issues with them, but
what issues?
looks, feel, all kinds of things. Issues with condoms.
Well, condoms are just a.
No, but
pardon
I mean,
the pun. They're a
those-
big bag of suck.
Those can be particular issues with men that have not been under the knife.
I see.
Oh.
Well, I myself am certain.
As am I.
Well, yeah, if you were born between like 1950 and 1982, and you were not of a particular faith, you probably are.
82. Remember that year.
What happened in 1982? Is that when you got circumcised?
Actually,
Probably.
it was maybe later because there was a movement in the 80s and more picked up in the 90s about
Well,
not circumcising boys automatically.
Actually, believe it or not, that actually started in the 60s.
Yeah. But it became really very popular in the 80s and 90s about not automatically doing it because they generally just automatically did it. But then they stopped and you had to actually say yes or no. There's probably a good chance that they didn't ask your parents
Oh.
just if you were circumcised, they just did it. Both of you, because of the period, of the time period.
Well, I'm glad they did because I don't need to have foreskin.
I'm just saying.
And
I'm a grower, not a shower.
I do have to say that
And all that skin just gets in the way.
I had a friend of mine who was a machinist, and he
Oh,
was,
I don't like where this is going.
right, and he was not circumcised,
Oh.
and chemicals splashed
Oh.
on his pants. Exactly. Oh no, it gets better. You wait, and it wound up being he had to because he had chemical burns.
Yeah.
And it wound up being major surgery. And it was serious major surgery.
Yeah, but I mean, if he hadn't, it probably would have still been issues if it had splashed on him and gotten, if he was.
Right. Well, I'm sure there would have been issues, but they will probably be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But because of what had happened, yeah, there were chemical burn. I can't even, I died. I'm not even, out.
Go. No.
Yeah, no, wow.
Well, I think, well, I remember you told me this story a long time ago, and it changed his life because I actually have audio of him after the operation. Here it is here. Yeah, so it changed his life completely.
I work with people that are much, much younger than me,
That's all I had.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
and some
Well,
of them
what
were
you
born
got,
in the
right?
late 80s, and a lot of them aren't. I'm saying this because
How do you know this?
we've talked about it.
We have?
Not we, but I mean, in conversations, because it's not that big a deal for people that are under a certain age.
Was the conversation like, wow, that looks a lot different than,
Yeah.
No,
and
That's
they
how I
said,
feel about
oh
it.
well.
No.
you know.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
That's me with Dad's Screw magazine.
no. But I mean, yeah, it's not a big deal as it was 30, 40 years ago.
Okay,
Well, we're way off track.
yes.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
can
we're
we get back
talking
to
about
the
Mr. Dornan.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, by the way,
Is
I,
he cut?
Those eyes. Yes, well, he probably isn't because he's from England.
yeah,
Oh, that's
they're
right.
not
That's
big
how
on
it is.
circumcision over there apparently. 'Cause-
Chop, chop.
And see that, now he's not gonna get to show it in the movies because of that.
Yeah, bastards.
No.
So,
He's shy. He's very shy.
is he?
Yes.
Then why is he
Wait.
playing Christian Grey?
Yes, thank you.
Don't!
Ma'am.
Nothing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So, the story says, let's just be real about why we're going to see 50 Shades of Grey. What's this we stuff, white girl? Because I ain't going anywhere near it.
What you mean we, Kimosabe?
Got
It's
mouse
not
in
the,
my-
oh wait,
Those eyes.
Uh-oh.
it's not the enduring love story I think I'm going to throw up. Or the snappy dialogue. Snappy dialogue? Really? No.
Did you
Or
read
the
it?
philosophical commentary on modern love. It's the sex. The gratuitous BDSM sex that has titillated book clubs the world over. Settle down, Rob. It seems so far the best thing about this movie is the trailer. I don't even know about all that. There have already been reports of chemistry-less sex scenes. But after the Guardian interview, there are a whole lot of parentheses in here. Jesus. And with Jamie Dornan, perhaps it's time to reconsider lining up for that midnight showing. You want to appeal to as wide an audience as possible without grossing them out. You don't want to make something gratuitous and ugly and graphic. I disagree. Yes, you do.
Hint you have a pen light in your pocket.
Yeah, but you also have to be careful with the rating.
Yeah.
There's a hard
And
line right there.
NC-17.
Yeah.
Look, if you're taking your little kid to see this, you need to have
No,
a crap beat
no.
out of
I'm
you.
talking about the studio.
Yes, we want to have an R rating because
Yeah.
we want to make whatever. So no sex then? Sam is a very bright woman, so there might be some suggestive elements to it, but I haven't seen it on this stage, so it is hard for me to say. I'm aware of what we shot, and it wasn't as if we shot a film without any action. Okay. Was he completely in the nude? There were some contracts in place that said the viewers wouldn't be seeing my, and get ready, Todger.
It's British.
I know.
Yeah, my Todger.
Yeah.
No Todger? No Todger? Suggestive elements? What is this, a PG-13 movie for nuns? Thanks for raining all over our sex parade. Listen, ladies, I'm sorry. I am so fed up with this 50 Shades of Grey thing that we've got going. What I don't understand about this. Alright, so this Christian Grey character. So he takes this impressionable young woman to heightened areas of sexual ecstasy with his BDSM, whatever it is. Are you all so bored in your everyday lives that you're having to get your nut off by reading, and I'll say it again, badly written porn?
Yes.
Then I think some conversations need to be had within the privacy of your own homes. And maybe you need to re-examine the choices you've made. as far as your partners go. I am a big fan.
It's about being able to experience it without actually experience it.
Yeah, but there were so many things that were wrong in the
Well,
community. The
Yeah, I know, and that's one of the things. I mean, I've read many of these kinds of, not that particular, but I've read the real thing, and it's not that. But this is a way to slip something that's different and that's exotic to women out in the world, out in the country, who are kind of panty waists, who are kind of
So to speak.
are timid, and particularly with that kind of sex, this is a way for them to be able to get titillated and fantasize without
about it.
having to deal with the true stuff. If they read some of the real kind of novels that are out there that are
Oh, those romance novels that the women are so
No.
fond
Oh,
of?
no,
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm
no.
talking about
Well, I'm just saying that it's the same kind of thing, except this series of books took it to a whole
Yes.
other level.
that, and that's the point.
And
Because it was so different.
And the women are losing their minds. Now, I guess my biggest problem with it is not the subject matter. Alright, if you have this fantasy of this mysterious man who, Podcast Mom is joining us again. She's come back from the dead.
Here's Lazarus.
Lazarus?
But
It's the Lazarus Project.
Who's Lazarus?
here's Lazarus.
She's alive.
And she's doing the crane technique.
Look! There she is.
Look at that, I can stand on one leg.
Damn, Daniel son. Shit, I screwed that up.
Well, join us, won't you?
Yes, please. Have a seat.
So my problem with it, again, is not the subject matter, it's the fact that it's written so badly. Keep in mind, this started as fan fiction.
And it's bad. I've read much better fan fiction.
It's awful.
Much better fan
Now I'll confess, I have not read the books. I have read and heard excerpts from them.
I read all three.
And it was horrible.
Which book?
And
I read
50 Shades of Grey. We're talking about the story.
Ew.
Jamie Dornan isn't showing his hog in the movie, and apparently women all over the world are just losing their minds about it.
Why?
It's
I don't think her mic is turned up because it's not moving.
That's what I was trying to do.
well, turn it back up.
I'm trying.
Turn it up.
I thought I did.
Can you speak, please?
Speak.
That's it.
Oh,
She's
there she
there.
is.
Yeah.
And I read the first book. And
You did?
Yes, and I started reading the second book. And I've got one thing to say.
Yes.
Todger? Really?
Todger.
Tiger's
It's-
a British
it's
word.
a British.
Which
You
means
know
that
what?
Michelle loves it.
No.
Okay, don't say Todger. A Roger, a loved one, joystick, dong, zipper, lizard, tallywhacker, trouser, snake, schlong. Come on,
That's
speak my
all
lingo.
Purple-headed
American.
warrior.
Yeah!
I like
All
Michael
American
like
terms.
Mule myself. That makes
That's
me
nice.
That makes me laugh.
All.
Or a Pasadena tube steak,
Why's it gotta be a Pasadena Tuesday?
because that's where we live.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
One-eyed snake.
Yeah, one-eyed trouser snake, sure.
Okay, podcast mom,
Absolutely.
you're not allowed to participate.
Oh, she can hear about the filthy filth underneath your mattress, but she can't.
She found the filthy
That's right.
filth underneath the mattress.
That's right. I'm
That's
making
where I
the rules.
learned it.
I'm making up the rules as I go along
Yeah, no
because
shit, because you're talking about how the ladies were nice and being, I mean,
Okay, well, welcome
did she
to,
thumb through them? I don't think so. She
Well,
probably
once-
saw the cover and went, okay.
once again, welcome to my hypocritical little world.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It doesn't matter how badly it's written.
It does.
No, not
It
for them,
does.
because if they're reading bad romance novels anyway, then it doesn't matter. It's about the.
I have to say, I have never, ever read one of those Harlequin novels or any of those
Wait.
ones like that.
I read one.
Did you?
It was dreadful.
Did it have Fabio on the front of it?
I've
Yes,
never.
it did. As a matter of fact.
Was he like in a gondola?
No, he was riding a white horse.
Oh.
What's wrong?
With the hair blowing in the breeze.
I've never
We
read
just
those
had a
either.
technical thing. When did that did that just?
It just did.
Okay.
As soon as it
We
happened,
didn't
I
miss
did.
much. Okay,
Yeah.
good. That was weird.
One of the things is I'm not a fan of those to begin with, but a friend of mine sent me. I did not purchase them. A friend of mine. I just have to say that. What?
You have too many things open.
What's going on?
I don't know. It
Yeah.
says disk is too slow.
Record, which means it's not recording because it can't keep up. I don't think that this can keep up with the record. Maybe we need to stop it and close
Is
it
it
down
getting,
and
is it getting hot?
It is. a
When
little
you're
loud.
hot, you're hot.
That's right.
slightly warm.
And when you're not, you're not.
That's right. We might need to get a chill vent.
Oh, yeah, right here.
We'd be chilling.
We'd be yelling.
No, the computer be yelling.
Yeah, let's.
Hold on a second.
We're gonna start it again.
Don't say anything
Take a
funny,
pause.
anybody.
Yeah, we're pausing.
That's a first.
What the hell just happened? I know. What the hell just
Yeah.
happened?
We
Yeah,
were too
that's-
funny.
The subject was too hot.
It was.
But we've
It's
gone,
that
I mean,
Jamie
we
Dornan
went
guy.
for the first one was over 45 minutes without stopping.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah, that
matter. It
shouldn't
still
matter.
hasn't. It was still running, so that just doesn't.
It shouldn't matter. And now I'm getting the pinwheel of death.
Do you see the pinwheel? I don't see the pinwheel.
That's right there.
Ah.
Can you minimize it to make sure there's nothing up in the background, maybe?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe we got. All right, let's. I have to force quit.
Someone not responding.
Garage band just shit the bed.
I'm too sexy for the podcast.
Everything was fine until podcast mom came in.
You fucked it all up, man.
I just blew its mind.
You did.
All right, let's
That's hot. When you're hot, you're hot.
let's
That's right.
let's just restart the machine.
Mhm.
Hi everybody. It's-
Howdy.
If it's not one technical problem, it's another.
Where's your price tag?
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
I got it.
I know you got it. I'm getting a love. Come on,
Do
Ron.
we need to start deleting some of these stuff?
I don't see why that would have anything to do with anything.
No?
I do, because I used to watch it.
Help me out here, Michelle.
What?
Howdy!
Oh no, not that.
See?
Oh,
She gets
And
it.
he asked about the price tag, and he looked like,
Huh?
You don't know Minnie Pearl?
She's the one who said howdy.
Minnie Pearl,
that's Minnie, yes, that's Minnie Pearl.
Wow.
Wow.
Roy Clark. Buck Owens. I know of Hee Haw.
You know that
Grand Ole
you know,
Opry.
She was gone.
You know where Clark? No, was it Bucko? No, where Clark was from like California. He wasn't from the South at all. He was
No,
from,
he wasn't.
He was
No,
from
he
like,
wa-
he was from Anaheim or someplace.
He was a poser.
He just played dang good picking, that's all.
Yeah, but he was not
Yes,
from
he
the
did.
South.
That doesn't mean he can't play.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but to the next it does.
Yes.
Oh.
And he didn't have, and his accent was
That's-
fake.
That's why
His,
they.
course,
his
they-
accent was fake.
That's why
I'm
they
sure
hate
they made
Jeff
him do
Gordon.
it.
Gordon because he's not from the South, and because he.
Runs over people.
No, that was Tony Stewart.
No, that's Bruce Jenner.
Do you actually believe that Bruce Jenner is becoming a woman?
That's the rumor that I'm seeing in the
Yes.
paper.
I've seen it several times, but I can't imagine it being true. I know he's growing his hair out and stuff, but
If I'd been married to Kim Kardashian or whoever it is, I think I'd
Chris,
change
Chris.
too.
Yeah, I hear you. Amen to that.
Whoever.
They're all the same person.
No, they're clones of each other and they creep me out.
it's Chris. And I just don't. I can't. All the girls are named K's. There's Chris and Chloe and Courtney and Kylie and Kendall
There are families that do that.
Phlegm.
Yeah.
and Rob because he's the son, and Brody. Brody's the other son with his first wife.
Well, wait a minute. Doesn't Bruce Jenner have like 7 kids?
He has 2 with his first wife.
Yeah.
Then he has 2 with Chris. But the other children, Courtney, Kim, Chloe, and Rob, are Kim's children with Robert Kardashian.
No, I thought he had 7 kids on his own.
No. He only has 2. He has a boy and
No, I thought he had like 2 or 3 from his first wife, 2 or 3 from his second wife, and then 2 with Chris.
I didn't know about the 2. I know that he has a 2.
Because Brody and
I know the other, yeah, that one.
I just read this. You know what?
I don't.
We can
Yeah,
settle
Brody.
this right now.
I thought Brody was his.
Yes, we're
Brody,
padding now, so go ahead.
We can
Brody
just-
and what's his name were the other.
Oh,
Are we?
so
Are
this
we?
right
Are
now.
we pausing?
Yes.
I have to take care of my children.
What now?
You have children?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like my
have you
new
met
children.
Harry?
Babies.
Yes, I mean children.
Baby.
He's a child, but not children, unless he's got an evil twin somewhere hiding in the basement.
Who, my children? I have more than one child out there. I have more than one child out there.
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh, no, I only take responsibility for one.
Hi, everybody.
That was just.
It was weird. I don't know what happened. It suddenly just like boop.
It just froze up on us. Maybe we can fix it with some editing. I don't even know. Well, that's. Now we're back to where we were. So do we start fresh or do we start from where we left off?
What do you think?
Why not?
Was that your stomach?
No, that was her.
What?
That was
Yes, Bruce Jenner. During his first marriage, he had 2 children, Bert and Casey.
Ah, didn't know about Bert Casey.
And then
sounds like a bad morning show in Minneapolis. There's Bert and Casey with you.
it's the morning. What is it? The morning.
Bert and
Zoo.
Casey Morning Zoo.
Yep. And then, as soon as that divorce was finalized, he immediately married another woman.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Hmm.
And then I think it was on the same day. In fact, he just figured one trip to the courthouse, we'll just do this and then do that.
Yeah, well, it saves time.
And saves on gas. Plus, the way his driving record is, I think you just don't want to drive any more than necessary.
Absolutely.
Let's see. So then they had 2 children, Brandon and Sam, who is known as Brody.
Yes.
And then
And why do we care?
the 2 sons. Okay.
And he had 2 girls with Chris, which are Kendall and Kylie.
Yeah. And then he had 2 daughters with Chris and Kendall and Kylie.
Quite.
Now that was their 3rd child.
Okay. So, Steph, what do you think? Should we start over from where we left off or start new with a new one?
Why don't we start over where we left off, dude? Or, I don't see why not. We got a lot of material there. Or do you want to just open
I don't even know. And I don't know if you can transfer between, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It died on us.
Yeah, it did something strange.
It shit the bed.
It happens. It's technology.
Well, it's cooling down now.
It is.
Maybe it got too hot.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Says that all the time.
That's because, it's only because Rob's in the room.
That's right.
It was my fault.
That's right.
Yeah, it was fine till you came back in.
Everything is Rob's fault.
Yes.
It
No.
snows 50 feet. It's Rob's fault.
Alright, so,
It's really, really
No,
hot.
it's
It's
always
Rob's
me.
fault.
No, it's always my fault. Trust me.
okay,
Bruce-
so take more
Bruce
pictures.
Jenner
I like the one
hit
you
somebody with a car. It's Rob's fault.
did. Wow.
Yeah, because he was speeding out here to see me.
Well, as he should. How could he not? Alright, so we're gonna start again, and hopefully hopefully the computer won't shit the bed this time.
Okay, you ladies try to keep your hotness to a minimum.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're back.
No.
We're after a technical problem, so we're trying again.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead, girl.
Okay.
I shan't.
Oh, shan't.
I shan't.
That's not the first time today that she's used
That's
it.
true.
I know.
I like,
She's just chanting all over the
I like
place.
shant.
It's
I
just-
also
oh.
like other words like, you know.
Jamie.
No,
Yes.
I like Jamie, but I also
Oh
like.
God, we're gonna have that
No, we're not.
conversation.
I like woodishins.
Watershade?
Woodishins. It means counterclockwise or anti-clockwise.
I would say
Anti-clockwise.
You mean the
I'm
clock?
pro-clockwise.
The clock in Melbourne, Australia.
Doesn't that still go clockwise?
Everything goes backwards down there.
Everything.
The worder goes backwards down
Did
there.
you say warder?
Order.
The worder.
Whoosh in the water.
I also like felicitations.
The what?
It means job.
Oh my god.
You heard it here first.
Oh my god.
What? I like-
Words, geeks.
I like words.
Freaks
I-
and geeks.
Yeah, I just.
I like words, alright? I like words.
Words are good.
This is the platform for the words. Words by the Empress.
Yes.
Can you give us?
Did you take
Yeah, that's
Latin in
how-
school?
That's how I
Excuse
feel
me?
about it.
Did you take Latin in school?
I did take 2 years of Latin, so did Rob.
That's how kind of.
Did you?
Yes.
Look at you.
That's why he's the educated genius that you see before you.
E pluribus unum.
Qui sunt mortadamus salutamus.
Oh. Better
Which
not.
translated means, where is the bathroom?
No mas pantalones.
But that's not Latin. But oddly enough, they call it Latin America. Now, how does that work?
I don't know. I learned that off a commercial. I don't speak that language either.
Well, we're way off track. We were talking about Jamie Dornan's hog.
Who?
Well, no, not really. We were talking.
Well, we started talking about Jamie Dornan's hog,
Right,
and then we started discussing circumcision
We did?
Yeah,
as
well,
or
that was-
non-circumcision.
right before you walked
And
in.
then we were talking about the taste and the smell, thanks to Michelle. So
Right.
now
I didn't say
Alright,
taste, I
Dr.
said
Seuss.
smell.
oh well,
And Rob brought up the taste.
taste.
She was saying, "Oh, I don't think there's a difference in the look or the smell." And
Okay, and then Brother Q decided to
circumcised
go on the
versus
ranch.
uncircumcised peni. Way to use the Latin, huh?
Look at you.
The plural.
Look at the big brain on Batman.
And then we were talking about bad
Oh,
literature.
bad literature.
Bad
Wow,
language.
you need to
Well, we
understand.
talked about bad literature in the first,
Yeah,
Well, but here's the thing: not all.
which disqualifies, by the way.
Yeah, this does.
Although Shakespeare, I'll take Shakespeare over his 50 Shades all day, every day.
Woot woot. But I have to say that sometimes you just.
Tongues and tails notwithstanding.
Right.
A rose by any other name?
Is that what they call it? Is that what that is referring to?
no,
The badge?
no.
Layers.
Wow.
I don't know. I was,
You know, he has the audacity to bash on to discuss. He's saying bad literature, Mister. I have the magazines between the mattress,
where they should be.
so
It makes the mattress lumpier, though. I'll say that.
But it does make the magazines less wrinkly.
But it keeps your mother out of your room.
It certainly does. So that's a win for everybody.
That's it.
But then when your stepdad makes up for that, I don't know if I would call that.
Get your own stash, man.
Look, I don't care who you are. When your old man's sneaking in your room to look at your porn stash, winning.
Get him to make the bed for you. That's winning.
Good luck with that.
Why?
Because
I
that
don't
way.
make my bed now.
I know, but you wouldn't have had to make it then. If he was, you say, "Hey, look, we got a deal. You want to look at my pornos? That's fine. Make my bed. Just make my bed. We'll call it square, and I won't throw them in the trash."
I don't want to make in my bed.
Just with the shower curtain down.
Would never have that.
I don't want to make in my bed. I make my own bed. I've been doing my own laundry since I was, 13?
About the same time that the porn showed up.
It's no
Your
crunch
chore
size.
level
I did-
has been increased.
I did get a talking to because being the donk that I am, the first time I did a load of laundry, I was following the directions and I poured bleach in.
Ooh.
Yeah, that whole load, done. Done.
Oh wow.
As long as it was his.
Destroyed.
Yeah,
Oops.
it was bad. I destroyed a whole load of laundry, and of course, Mom was, because I called her down. I was in a panic, like, "Oh my stuff, the white splotches all over it," and she was, "Well, what did you do?" And I showed her. I followed the instructions, and it's like, I raised you. You are not this stupid. Well, apparently I am.
If you only knew how many times that has come out of mother's mouth across the universe. I can't tell you.
Whose child are you?
You didn't get this from me.
That's right. I can't tell you it doesn't listen like, I raised you. I know you are not this stupid.
You were adopted, right?
My mother regularly used to say that they gave her the wrong baby at the hospital.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, yeah.
But he
And the
was-
reason that's funny is because Michelle's mom is white.
That's
It's
why.
just a joke.
That's why white people worry her.
You people!
Just a joke. I'm just a joke. I love you. Don't beat me up after the show.
I'm not beating anybody up.
But she'll get you.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna
you-
pay for
you
that
will pay
later.
for that. Yeah, there's no doubt. So yeah, but
She and my guardian angel are in contact now.
Yeah.
that's it.
We're gonna whoop his
Hey.
ass.
His marbles just turned into bowling balls.
Well, that's a whole nother discussion.
That's right.
Zeus is up there,
Oh, I'm
sharpening his little.
Right.
Instead of a string, it's going to be
Yeah.
a steel cable.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, so back to the 50 Shades.
Yeah.
So not everything you read, as we have so proven, is for any kind of value, shall we say.
Yes,
No, it has
You
no
just-
value.
No, it doesn't.
But
but
it's meant to be fluffy.
it's
for you to
fluff. It's
absorb it,
fun,
and then
it's
you
like
spit it out.
whatever.
But look, if you, I've said it before. As a matter of fact, I said it on Facebook today. If you want badly written porn, there's any number of websites I can direct you to where you can get it for free. You don't have to pay for it.
I didn't. Somebody sent me the book, so that's why I read
Of
them.
course they did.
But
Yeah, that's how I got my Harlequin. It was laying in the office. Okay, I'd never read one before.
But
I've
it's
never
not.
read one.
But
Yeah, 15 minutes
but
later,
it's
I was done.
about being able to go to the store and buy it and not being, some fly-by-night porn website, erotica website. And you sneak,
And it didn't have to be done
you
in.
sneak over
you
while
know,
your husband's sleeping and
where's the
download
brown
it
paper?
all.
I mean, I guess, I mean, I don't have a problem with erotica as you refer to it,
'Cause that's
the
what it
written
is.
stuff. But being a guy, I'm very visually oriented.
But
to
Yeah,
begin
well,
with.
But it's
most
not written
men.
for you, it's not written for you.
Most men are.
I get that. I'm
Yeah.
with you. So, but having said that, because I am a reader and I'm a wannabe writer at times, I can appreciate the fantasy aspect of the written word. But I guess it, for me personally, if it's badly written, then it loses it for me. You know,
Well,
if it's well written,
But you can tell well written from not well written.
I
Some
agree.
people cannot.
Well, that's their problem.
Which is the point. The point is that's why they're reading it, because for them it's good, it's tantalizing, it's what makes them want to get up in the morning sometimes. It makes them want to go on.
But there's nothing sexy about
No.
something that's badly
To you
written.
it's not sexy.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't.
Yeah.
agree with you.
Again and again, he thrust his purple-headed warrior into her quivering mound of love pudding. Stop it!
I've never read that ever.
That wasn't in there.
I
Yes.
just wrote that. Just
Oh.
that's gonna be my next book.
Hey, what page was it?
3.
15,
After
87,
the-
and 12.
It's gonna start. The night was dark.
And humid.
And
And any
Moist.
No,
It
no.
was moist.
And a
No.
sweaty lumberjack in a kilt arrived at my door,
Yeah.
That's
It's
it.
his member.
carrying a tree in his pants.
I'm
You know,
a
his
lumberjack
member,
and
his
I'm
bulging
okay.
member, his quivering member, his
Barf.
yeah.
Right.
Gwendolyn answered the
Don't talk bad about my erotica.
And Jamie
'Cause
and
my-
Robin took her
Because
forcefully.
my erotica is the good stuff.
And Fabio was out in the courtyard.
The stuff
And D'Artagnan came
This-
along.
don't
D'Artagnan.
And he
do not
and
talk
after
bad
he,
about my stuff.
after
I'm not saying anything.
Because the stuff that I
about it.
read is the good stuff.
and after he withdrew and spilled his seed upon my bosom, he looked me in the eye and said, "I can't believe it's not butter."
Oh,
The
God.
end.
I'm not even.
And then a goose flew into his nose and broke it.
Don't even mean mug me. This is not me. I'm just saying. I'm not agreeing with Henry over here. With Brother Q, no. We have to part ways on this because I'm going to tell you what.
All right, I'm on an island on this, I guess.
You are, because I'm going to tell you what. Let's use Facebook as the example.
Yes, let's.
Oh, wow.
Somebody
Oh,
puts a
wow.
message out on Facebook. Now, yes, I see the grammatical inconsistencies. I see the misspellings. I see the
Why are you still on that
atrocious.
page?
the
We all do, Steph.
Hey, why are you stuck in that page?
atrocious
We all
grammar.
do.
The ad? Did you say the atrocious?
The atrocious grammar
Yes.
sometimes.
Oh, I so want
But-
to go and get red marker, just walk somebody's. But
Yeah.
I don't because you
Quit
don't
making
do
fun
that
of
on
me.
Facebook.
When I
Make fun
first
of
got
me.
on Facebook and somebody would do that, and I'd be like, "Oh, did you mean this?" and give them the correction.
Oh, I do it too.
And you know what? But I had to stop being such a grammar Nazi and realize that whatever they're trying to say, did I understand it? Yes. Did it drive me up a wall? Yes. But
Okay, but I have to say this. At least I know how to use there, and
There,
there.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
and
there.
2, 2, and 2.
Thank you.
Yes.
I suck at grammar, but I know what there, and there are. I know what that is.
Two, and two.
Two, right.
That's what I said. 2, 2, and 2.
Yes.
So my point being,
So my husband and his buddy went out to their car, THEIR,
T-H-E-R-E.
No,
Yeah,
sorry,
T-H-E-R-E.
T-H.
Not T-H-E-R-E. Thank you.
I don't know who I corrected, but they got mad at me because I went through and corrected.
Yeah.
I had to stop doing it because every text, every tweet I see, I had to say,
And a
okay.
lot of that, you do have to realize, I mean, like, even if somebody sends you a text message and it doesn't, I mean, spell check gets you, sometimes you fat finger the keys.
Oh my god,
But does
Oh,
there
God.
spell check is a horror show.
I've
I
sent him
Yeah.
so
Screwed
many
something up
things.
today. And it was like, okay, but I get it.
I did that. I sent somebody a text yesterday, and I meant to say one thing, and when the text was sent, I saw "please" in the beginning. Like, please, I didn't even type that. I don't know where that came from.
And the thing about where you went today was all screwed up too. on the old Facebook. It
I went
was
to the Columbia Mall.
yeah, but if you read what you wrote,
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
FI?
It
Because
was-
she fi.
that's what she wanted. FISO.
Yeah, she feed something.
And I was like,
No, I didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
you so
yes,
did.
you did.
Give me my phone.
I'm telling you, mate.
Give me my phone.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
just
mate.
take-
You
just
always,
a peek.
you always, you
I-
always
And you
And
know
I had to-
what's so funny?
talk amongst
and of
yourselves.
course I had to look at it twice to make sure I wasn't
Whoa.
screwing it up.
22 people were killed at a soccer game
That's
Where?
not surprising.
Where?
outside of Cairo.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Now,
Lord.
what cracks me up is the fact that when we're all like in thread and we're all being ridiculous, like on Henry's Facebook
Baby
page.
doll wants things. Mall in Columbia.
Keep going.
Well, she did.
We understand that. Read the comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comment.
And you went to that place to get them oy vey.
Right.
That's
Must have all the things, right?
That's-
where
oh.
she wanted to fight you.
That's what she.
Now,
All right, just forget
Okay.
everything I just
Right,
said.
well,
while
yeah.
I was going to put that book back,
You gave
Well,
her
hold
the
on.
coupon?
Right.
I didn't give her the coupon.
It says she had the coupon.
She did have the coupon, but I didn't give it to her. She got it somewhere else.
What makes me laugh though, what's hilarious though, is like when we're all like rapid fire and we're being ridiculous on like Henry's Facebook wall,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden the autocorrect hell starts, and I'll see it and I'll say something and he'll correct it before I can hit send, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's like, I saw you.
I can't have the Twitter going.
Oh wow.
I do stuff on Twitter and then I see it and I have to go and delete it because it upsets me too much.
did you just fix it?
No.
You can't fix it at this point.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, yeah, you
I
can't.
can edit it.
Yeah.
I just wondered.
Because I'll very often what will happen is I'll post something and I don't catch the
Whatever.
typo, we'll call it that, immediately. Or sometimes it'll post and I'll go, because anything I put out there is a reflection on me, especially when I make it my business to correct other people. 'Cause I'm a dick that way. But sometimes, but then
We've been meaning to talk to you about that.
I know.
Don't be a dick.
Time to have an intervention.
But sometimes
I think you're
it'll go out there.
A dick
A
vention?
dick,
A dick vention?
Intervention, I
I think it should be a dick
say.
vention.
I think they're here about you. Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You were saying?
I don't even remember.
Hey, and in your defense, I was gonna say it's really hard to post messages on Facebook while you're driving anyway. So, you know, it's
Stop it.
Oh, I never do that.
Oh, no.
I never text, I never Facebook, I never message, I never do any of that while driving, because that would be wrong, members of the law enforcement community.
Very,
right.
very wrong.
and you know what?
Right,
I'm gonna
take
tell
my
you a little
glasses-
story right now.
His
Take my
license
glasses
number
off
is.
and I'm in your
Quick little story. Got pulled over by the cops the other day. Cop says to me, "Excuse me, sir. Do you know why I'm pulling you over?" And I said, "No, I really don't." He says, "You were texting while driving." I said, "No, sir, I wasn't." He says, "I watched you on your phone texting while you were driving." I said, "Technically, sir, I was actually playing Candy Crush Soda Suck." and he said, "What level are you on?" And I said, 228.
You are not on 228. Oh my god.
And he said,
Stop
he
with
said-
the Candy Crush.
he said,
Stop it.
"Can you help me get past level 77? I said, "Gotta see your phone." Gave me his phone. Do.
All this is a euphemism, because what actually happened
I
is,
said-
the cop walked up to his window and said, "Talk to the judge." Zip!
I handed it back to him.
That's
I
what
said,
happened.
I said, "Here you go, sir." He said, "Have a nice day, sir."
I'm
off
only
he
on
went.
88. Damn you.
Let's get it. Anyway, so I'm here to help. So anyway, back to the original thing though. So this
I don't
story,
even, what were we talking about?
50 Shades
Oh,
of Grey.
that's what we
And Facebook walls and
Correct.
grammatically
And I use the
incorrect stuff.
Facebook only as
and whatnot.
emblematic of the fact that sometimes you get that message across. The grammar can suck, the spelling can be wrong, but you still get that message across. And they got the message across through the books. The women like to read it. Some of the guys like to read it. I actually thought it was a pretty decent read.
See, that's why I figured out how to gesticulate on Facebook.
But
Well,
if you're going
I did that,
to,
but I got the pages sticky.
if you're going to call yourself an author,
Awful.
if you're going to call yourself an author, learn how to write.
Okay, give me another book that you think is grammatically incorrect and pisses you off as much as 50 Shades.
I can't think of anything else on my head.
So that's the worst book ever written ever.
No, we've already covered that. That was White Fang.
Oh, I forgot.
That was
not
grammatically
badly.
correct.
Yes, it was. But it's awful. It's a
You killed
terrible
the dog.
book.
Okay, well,
Actually, you know what? The movie is amazing. Reading the book was torturous. Ben-Hur.
Sweatiest movie ever made.
No.
I had to write a book report about this thing.
yeah.
I wanted to kill myself.
I mean,
the book is
Right.
this thick with teeny tiny little print.
Excuse me, Lord of the Rings. I remember reading that when I was 12 years old, thinking, "Just kill me, please."
No, The Hobbit, the beginning of The Hobbit,
No,
when they're trying
no.
to describe everything.
No,
I
the
think it's
Hobbit is different because it's intentionally written for children, so it's not so dense.
But it was written for British children.
But Lord of the Rings, I remember
Uncut
the
Hogs.
the story about the party that in the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah.
So you heard
That goes
it here
on for-
first.
it just goes-
Uncircumcised men prefer.
It just
J.R.R.
goes.
Tolkien.
It just goes on forever and ever. It's just him, Tolkien, and Anne Rice, and Robert Jordan
And
have
Tolkien and Anne Rice.
And
Anne Rice, Robert
Anne
Jordan,
Rice
and
sucks.
have Diary of the Brain. Because it just
Did all you guys read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Yes,
And,
I liked it.
okay, so you like Gothic style writing. I think it's the style that it's
It's-
written, and that's Gothic.
Well,
And that is...
I didn't. I wasn't really. Well, maybe at the time I wasn't thinking about it in those terms. I just thought it was a really
And it's extremely repetitive.
If you want
Well,
a
yeah.
painful Tolkien book, read the Silmarillion.
Silmarillion.
That's
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's a
You
yeah.
might as well
that's
saw
true.
your whole head off.
Yeah.
It's awful.
That's
I'm not gonna read that.
It's just, it's that thick.
right.
yeah.
And it's nothing but background history to go back generation.
Right.
I've read I haven't read it. The entire Wheel of Time series. I read the first book. It made me want to cry.
You
So-
told me to read the Wheel of Time series.
I actually didn't tell you to
read-
read it. I told you to listen to it. To the audiobooks.
Oh,
Books
the
on tape.
audiobook.
I don't do books on tape.
Oh
Dude
my
by
god!
Samuel L.
This
Jackson.
no
They
this
read to you.
this book
Go the fuck to sleep.
this book this is read. It has two narrators. One that's a woman, one that's a man, and all the parts that are
Wait a minute. There's a woman narrator.
and a man.
I'm just. It's a joke. I'm being silly.
Sit.
I'm being a misogynist.
Oh. Sit.
And all the parts
going
that all the parts that are by women they're thinking, they're speaking, they're doing stuff. It's all done by women. It's done by the woman and the man. It's such and it actually changes in the middle of chapters because it goes from a woman talking and thinking and stuff to a man, and so it changes. It's very good, and
Okay.
it's one of my favorite. I go and re-listen to all 13 because I own all 13. books on tape.
Jordan kick the bucket like
He
in
did,
the
but
middle of it?
the last two books were done by Brandon Sanderson, who
Okay.
did Mythborn. Have you ever read Mythborn?
No.
He did that because he wrote enough like him. Jordan's wife, who was also his editor, she
Oh, I bet that was a fun house to live in.
she went through it and she picked
Your wife and your editor?
she picked
As if she doesn't correct him enough.
So she
Spidey.
she handpicked him to
Two
read
separate
the last
moons
two
on the
books because he had the skeleton part of the last 2 books, so he had to go and fill in the parts.
Kind of like V.C. Andrews when a lot of her series they were trying to keep on because after she passed,
Yeah.
they found books that she had already written.
Yeah.
They just needed to be edited.
So, but
A lot of
he had to
people
go
do
in
that.
and fill in all the parts, and it was actually good, but it's long. The books usually run between 300 and 600 pages, and there are 13 of them.
V.C. Andrews was a florist. But nobody knew because she kept all her flowers in the attic. Ah, get it! Nothing?
That's good.
Boom!
Crickets,
crickets, crickets.
I think that was nice.
That's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Don't encourage him on.
I'll tell you what, it's actually making me want to go get some powdered donuts right now.
Oh, lemon film. That's not funny.
Powdered donuts are fantastic.
Lemon filled.
Mmm.
That's how she killed the kids, right?
Yes.
Lemon filled donuts?
No, powdered
In-
donuts.
in
Well,
the
they didn't
book-
all die.
With ours.
But-
One of them died, right? One of them?
Yeah.
Arsenic and old lace.
Oh,
And
love
Somewhere
that.
elderberry
That's a
wine.
great movie.
Yes.
That's a little funny.
Love arsenic and old lace.
A little bit.
I can't. I totally forgot that's how she killed them.
What, the powdered donuts?
Yeah, that's how she poisoned them.
That ain't right.
You know what's really bad is the fact is when you make a reference like that like everybody knows and everybody goes, but I don't get it.
It was
It's
a-
like,
it was a-
wrong crowd.
I remember seeing the movie. I remember reading that when I was young. That
Oh yeah, I read that
Flowers and Hours
series.
and Lace. Remember Lace? And I remember what Lace because Lace
I'm
when I
laughing about keeping the flowers in the That's funny.
Are you already there? 20 minutes later, Pulp Fiction.
I was laughing when he said it, and I'm laughing still. I
See?
think that was nice.
I remember when, after the TV
No.
show came out, the
See, that was a-
miniseries came out. My girlfriend got Lace, and it had
I thought she was gonna say her girlfriend got laid.
it had
I was hoping.
it had I was 14 years old, and it had adult sections in it. And the thing with the goldfish, you remember the thing with the goldfish?
And they were between
Wow.
the mattress.
God, that was a long time
Yes.
Sam's wrinkles.
The goldfish, you remember the goldfish thing in Flowers in the Attic?
ago. Okay, and can I just tell you, I don't care.
Not Flowers in the Attic, from Lace.
Right, like, I don't care how old you are. When you're like at a doctor's office or something like that, and there's a high-low magazine sitting there, you know, all y'all pick it up and y'all look and see which.
Highlights magazine?
Yes.
Yes.
You're going, okay, let's see. Let me
Gallon
find
and-
out
That's
what it
because
is.
there's nothing else in there.
Gallon and
worth reading.
Goofus.
Goofus and Gallant.
Right, right.
There's nothing else in the doctor's office worth reading. All the magazines
That's
are
why-
from like 1870.
That's why I bring my own.
I bring my own crossword puzzle.
Yeah,
I
that
bring
was
myself.
awful.
I bring my iPad so I can read.
And can I just say, damn the little one who stole all the damn stickers out of the highlights. That's how I
Bastard.
Son of a bitch.
How dare you.
That's right. You're supposed to share, man.
You know what the penalty for that is, right?
What's the name?
So, how do you feel about
That's what the penalty is.
I loved Scarlet Letter. One of my favorites.
Boom.
I love, but I also have seen several versions of it. Good versions, not Demi Moore versions.
Wuthering Heights.
I love Wuthering Heights, although it's
Wuthering, not
great.
withering.
Yeah, but that's right.
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering
I
Heights.
never have gotten it. I've read it 3 times,
What'd you
thinking I'll get it. I don't get it.
What did you get?
I don't think it's a love story. I think it's gross.
She came back. She's haunting him from the dead because she loved him.
Ugh.
Okay, Telltale Heart.
Sounds terrific.
Telltale Heart.
Like I said,
I
They'll
hate
haunt
you
you when they're alive.
Edgar Allan Poe all day, every day.
Oh, yes.
I'm down.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I've got his whole collection of.
Yes, and
Freaks
wigs.
me out.
But see, it sits right next to my whole collection of Shakespeare, so.
Yeah, I love it.
Just like it.
Should be on the same show.
I might have liked Scarlet Letter better
Uh-huh.
If it was a different
if
color.
if I hadn't been inflicted in school with it.
That's how I had to read it in school.
Well,
Well, they-
maybe you had a better experience.
Okay, what about
But to
Learn to
this
Fly?
day, I don't care why the fence post tops are pointed, and I don't care
Oh, well, you
why she was named Pearl. I don't care.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, we
That's-
didn't do.
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
yeah, we didn't do that. I
Oh
remember
God!
reading
And you go around the room. Everybody read a paragraph. This is the way you're going to teach me literature? Does
Yeah.
I love it?
We
I'm
didn't do
gonna-
that.
scratch my eyes out.
Yeah.
I remember reading Good Earth in sophomore, junior year in high school, thinking, why the hell do I have to read about these Asian peasants? Why? Why do I care? But I got older and enjoyed it.
Oh, can I just add one to the
What you got
list?
against
Wow.
Jackie Chan over there?
That's-
What's up?
That's just, as far as I was concerned, just could not have sucked enough.
What?
Lord of the Flies.
I read Lord of the Flies. I was digging on it.
hated Lord of the
But
Flies.
you need to understand though, 1984 and Animal
like that
Farm.
one.
Yeah.
Those were
and-
great.
George Orwell.
But it's
Yeah.
but it's
Orwell was
based on the
awesome.
same concept.
Yeah.
It's the same underlying concept.
Yeah.
You let people go to their natural instincts and they do crazy crap. That's
I don't.
That's the bait. That's the
Yeah,
bait.
that's why I'm the
That's-
babysitter.
That's
Stop
the
it.
that's the basis of.
I just lose receipts.
That's the
I'm your
Lord,
keeper shipper.
Lord of the Flies and 1984
Right.
and
Right.
Animal Farm are all
from
ba-
big-
they're
yeah,
all
the
the
same
same.
job. That's probably why.
Okay, but 1984 and Animal Farm, as far as I was concerned, were written in a way that I could actually read it, enjoy it, and learn something from it. I'm sorry.
What about,
I thought Lord of the Flies sucked.
what about
I hated it.
Old Man and the Sea?
Oh God, I hated that.
Old Man in the Sea is just boring.
Yeah, I hated that.
It's just boring.
We'll see. Okay, now
I
this
didn't
is.
I read For Whom the Bell Tolls and enjoyed it very much.
What about My Big Dick?
What did? Didn't you cut
You
it
never
off?
heard of the classic song, My Moby Dick?
I thought you used scissors for that. I thought
Yeah,
you
I
did
thought you said something else.
He did say my big dick is Moby Dick.
Scissors.
What?
Oh, me your
My
stuff.
big dick, Moby Dick.
It got big.
Now
Just
I
sit
need to
down.
see. Now
One
here's what
little
I think.
fishy in a great big ocean.
All right, I want you guys' opinion
Your
because
guys's?
you guys,
Okay.
use
You
guys,
guys.
Use guys.
Oh, she's gonna
I
get
need yous
cool.
guys.
It's getting New York and
Jews
Yeah.
guys or yous guys?
Yeah.
Use guys.
Yeah.
I need to ask you a something. Okay,
Go ahead.
the way I homeschooled my kids,
That explains a lot.
I'm telling you, because I didn't want them to be janitors. But that's a whole other story.
Why are you disparaging custodial arts?
I'm not. I'm all about the custodial arts. That's not the
They
point.
make a lot
The
of
bottom line is,
Do they?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
they do. They make
District public schools, you
make
bet
a
you
lot of money.
Oh man.
Time to change careers.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh.
Just
But-
like a supervisor too.
My two kids, their introduction to Shakespeare, I found a short adaptation, and it was the Tammy was true because that was one of my favorites since I recognized what you're talking about. They had to take that shorter adaptation and they had to translate it into modern English. And what I want, and I didn't
Did they
care.
stop the world and melt with you?
No, not
Oh, wasn't that kind of
really.
money?
No.
Oh. Oh.
But they
You see what I did there, everybody?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I caught it.
I'm a cutout.
I got it. I like this song.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
How you said you like that song?
I do.
Why do you do that to it?
Because I'm an ass.
Okay.
No, he's a
Stop the
dick.
world. I
You'll
wanna
see
get
the
off.
difference, and it's getting
Getting
better
better.
all the time.
All the time?
Dick.
Stop it.
There's nothing you and I won't do.
Oh my god.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. Thank you. Thank you so
Right,
much.
that's right. But anyway, so
So
what?
there, sir. It's milking in the rain.
You won't get that recipe again? You won't. You won't.
Arthur's Park is melting in the dark. All the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I.
Thank you.
Jurassic
But-
Park is frightening in the dark. All dinosaurs are running wild. Someone
Left
left the fence off in the rain. I don't think they.
He's making this up as he goes along. That's very impressive.
I think
He be
he's gonna
jiving.
harm me, 'cause he sure don't look like Barney. And I don't think I'll be coming back again.
Oh no!
He must have been.
That was creativity in action. That was very good.
He must have been just as drunk when he sang that as when I saw him do Camelot at Wolf Trap.
It's freestyle.
Oh, it was terrible. He couldn't even act standing up. He just sort of oozed all over the stage.
Oh my.
Oh God. I wanted to go to the box and take money, back here. It
Too
was
funny.
sad.
So please continue.
What were you saying?
Kids.